Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nimzag, who else? And so this time around I'm doing a Sailor Moon piece, and I just kind of wanted to do it to get something back out there and to kind of throw myself back into doing videos, because I feel like I haven't been doing much, putting my art out there, and I want to start doing more. And you know, it's been like, I think I checked like right now, like 4 months since I've posted a last video, and so yeah, I'm gonna try again to start posting more. I feel like using YouTube helps a whole bunch in my not creative process, but like just, you know, making myself feel a little bit more confident and just posting things, and just I have a lot to say a lot of the time, so I feel like YouTube's a great platform for that. And yeah, so to the piece, I just did this doodle for fun, and I was, you know, watching Sailor Moon lately, and I just, you know, I get so inspired by watching it, just because of the art style of the animation. And I know the manga wasn't the same quality, and you know, to me that sucks, because I mean, the first animation style was crazy. It's so expressive and everything, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, both styles are really good. You know, it's just that the other one's more typical, like shoujo, like what it's meant to be. But yeah, so I'm only on season 1. I actually haven't finished the series at all. You know, don't you know, ostracize me for it, but I've never gotten into it. And you know, my friends in middle school, they weren't the magical school, like magical girl type, so you know, I kind of watched a more typical anime than I did like the other genres of typical anime. But yeah, just playing around and having fun trying to figure out these watercolors, because I really do like watercolors. I just don't do it a lot because I don't really have the sketchbook for it. I had a mixed media Canson one, and that one just didn't go the way I wanted it to. It was just really stressful, and then I was like, I'm never gonna get it again. And you know, I actually did it because the texture on the paper was just so weird for me. It was just so there. The tooth was too thick, and I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do. And I don't know, and then like my roommate got another one, and when I touched the paper it wasn't the same, and I was like, what? How dare I be stuck with the one that's not like that? But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing more. I like putting YouTube videos up, I really do. I get so overwhelmed sometimes because I want to do more original pieces. You know, I want to be an illustrator, but there's just, I feel like my mind doesn't keep up with me, and I think I just overthink it. You know, overthinking it's bad. You just kind of have to go with it. It's art. Art's an expression. You know, let it be what you want it to be. And I forget that sometimes. You know, it's really hard trying to think about it, because you know, when you're starting to do art for, you know, as a career, and you're thinking about it like, I want to make money with it, it just kind of like changes how you feel creatively sometimes. Like, it's just, you get nervous, you start thinking like you have to promote yourself, you have to start doing all of these things, and it's just difficult. And you know, getting to the audience can feel really hard sometimes, and I feel like that a lot. You know, I post a lot of things, and I feel like it just doesn't get seen the way it should, and you know, so it happens. And I feel like the only way that's really going to change is if you just keep going. You know, you gotta keep posting you know, constantly. And you know, sometimes that's just not the way to go. Some people don't like posting it, and that's fine too. You know, whatever works for you works for you. You know, it's all about connections sometimes too, and all of that jazz. And it's a stressful process. You know, I got a part-time job just to get some money for myself, just because I hated like having to rely on other people for money. And eventually I was finally able to get a part-time job, and I do that, and that's pretty stressful too. You know, I only work minimum wage, and that's like $7.25 here, and sometimes that it gets me down because I just want to keep doing art. And you know, I still can do art. I still do art, obviously. I just have to manage my time more and just keep my motivation up. So again, I'm hoping like putting YouTube videos up there kind of gives me a better motivation to start doing more original stuff instead of like maybe just doing like characters, maybe do more paintings, just kind of like experimenting and like having you guys be on my journey to just kind of like continuously build. And eventually, hopefully, I can just do art full time and do that. Still doing online school, so there's that too. I thought about being a teacher, and I was just like, I'd love to be a teacher, but I wouldn't want to do it full time. I'd rather be an artist full time. So it's just a bunch of back and forth, you know, staying with my business degree to keep myself learning. You know, business classes are really helpful. I like learning them, honestly. But yeah, so it's a bunch of that. You know, I ended up rambling a lot about the whole like art stuff. Wow. Okay, so the palette I used for this is Artist Law. I personally like the way the colors came out. The saturation was a little bit much, but I felt like it worked for Sailor Moon, especially how bright it was. And then like at one point I tried to use a different palette, but it just ended up not fitting because the palette was very dull compared to the piece. So I kind of just dropped it and left it at that. Yeah, so we're nearing the end of the video, and so I'll stop talking now because there's really nothing left. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed. You know, like and subscribe for more videos. And yeah, so thanks a bunch.